All right. All right. Shalom. Shalom, Israel. Shalam Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi barak to the ahtham. Shalom Yahawah Shamar Bahasham Yahawashi to the ahthan. Sorry about that. We had a small little hiccup. It was something so small. But we back. We are back in the building. All right. Once again, I'm Officer of 1,000, Hawaii. This is the Detroit Law Class, I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Yahanna, who again, Commander General Yahanna, held this thing down forever. All right, and raised up men such as myself and all the brothers that you see all across the world, man. Great work from a great man, man. Take a great man to do something like what Commander General Yahanna is doing, man, to raise brothers up in the truth. If y'all could, like and share the class. 1 second, let me do so myself right quick. We'll try to get through all of this stuff real quick here. All right. So yeah, the one thing about being in this truth, man, that we have to realize that we must do it. This is a must, man. We must endure in this thing right here, man. We must endure in this thing right here. This is not always an easy thing to do. Okay? It's not always easy because whether we are, especially like for younger men coming into the truth, it's definitely never easy for a younger man coming into the truth. Why? Because what does he have to battle? He got to battle his mother, father, friends, his old self. Like coming into the truth is a rough thing, man. But then once you shed yourself of those things, once you get over that hump, it's not done because what? Then Satan, he doesn't want to see you remain in the truth. He doesn't want to see you remain in the truth. So you go through what? You go through different hardships, man. This is not coming to truth and then all of a sudden everything is all good. It could work like that, but for the most part, no, it doesn't. You got to get battle tested, so to speak. Okay. And with that, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to Mark, the 4th chapter. Okay, we're going to go to Mark, the 4th chapter. enduring this thing, man, and fighting through and standing strong, not leaving the truth to go start some fake group somewhere. Okay, not doing that. Oh, so like, give me 1 second. Yeah. Not going somewhere and starting some because you see men set up and what you want is power for yourself. You interested in yourself. That's all you can see. You don't see the work that go behind. Just imagine a position of a man like Commander General Yahanna or General Mahimman. You don't understand the work that goes behind that. When you truly care, though, we're not talking about somebody who just in it for fame, or somebody who's just in for the money, or somebody just in it for whatever their agenda is. We talking about real men that care about their people. You think General Mahimman's phone ever stopped ringing? General Mahimman's phone never stops ringing. Commander General Yahanna's phone never stopped. The general's phones don't stop ringing. It's a real work behind this thing, man. When you genuinely care. Okay? When you genuinely care. Let's give Mark, Mark 4. Just jump down to 17. And I just bring you up to speed about what we're talking about here. So for time's sake, I'm trying to get through this and try to speed some of this stuff up a little bit. All right. So here we're talking about the sowing of the seeds, right? So again, when they sowed the seeds, just paraphrase, when they sowed the seeds, some went on the ground, some went in the dirt, some went on a rock, and things of that nature, okay? So basically, what it is, it's like what the root is of the seed. Because if I go outside right now, and there's a field on that side, and let's say I throw some seeds in the field, whatever that seed is, of course that's gonna, but now if I throw a seed in the middle of the street, of course what? I'm gonna have a different result. That seed's not gonna do anything in the middle of the damn street. Because it's rooted in nothing. And that's what a lot of these fake groups out here, that's what all of these Salakia. That's what all of these fake groups out here are, man. They are rooted in nothing. They have no roots whatsoever. Okay? They rooted in whatever it is that they lust after. That's what they rooted in. Their lust. Whatever it may be. Okay? They don't have no loyalty to brothers and sisters, man. They just want to feel powerful. They watch a couple of our videos on YouTube and then run somewhere and start their own group somewhere. All right? Mark 4:17. Actually, let's pick it up at 16. It says, "And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground." And again, like I was just saying, that's what fake Israelites do. Israelites on the internet, you see them everywhere. They're on the internet, just sitting in the room talking. They ain't a part of anything. They just sit in the room talking a bunch of junk. All right? Sitting in their bedroom or in their basement. Not a part of anything. Trying to come into our rooms and tell us what we doing wrong. While we out here in the streets putting in the work. And they sitting in their room trying to tell us what we're doing wrong. Man, get out of here with that crap. You've been sown on stony ground. Fake Israelite groups with fringes on the bottom of their t-shirt. Where the hell did they get that from? You ain't never seen the heads of Israel with no fringes on the bottom of their t-shirt. That's some new, made-up nonsense. Fringes on the bottom of your t-shirt. They've been sown on stony ground, man. That's why. That is why. The truth didn't get rooted in them. They just came in. Some of them probably didn't even pass the officer test. They just took what they learned on YouTube and learned what they was hearing when they was in classes and went off and started their own Israelite group. Which is the proof that they don't know anything. Because if they knew something, they would understand what? It's one body. It's one body. And if you're not in the one body, you're not in the truth. That's why the UPK is the home of the truth. Under Commander General Yahanna. That's why we the only ones with the truth. Because everybody else either never was in the truth or left the truth for their own purpose, for their own gain, for whatever lust they had on them. And the only reason you would leave the truth is because the truth is not rooted in you. Okay? It's not rooted in you. Sown on stony ground. All right? It says, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive with gladness. Verse 17, and having no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. So you hear it, and you like, man, I'm an Israelite. Yada. But you don't got it. But because you didn't get rooted, you only endure but for a time. Okay? Just for a short period of time. Some of your fake Israelite groups out there are utterly disgusting, man. Y'all are utterly disgusting. To say some of the things that y'all say about some of the brothers in here, man. Y'all want to talk about the Kentucky 8. When y'all would have ran like y'all was at a goddamn track meet. Salaki. When y'all would have ran like y'all was at a track meet. Okay? That's what would have happened with y'all. Y'all want to laugh at men who stood there like men and fought for each other. They didn't fight for themselves, man. They fought for each other. That's a brotherhood some of y'all will never understand, and that's why y'all think. And that's why y'all try to talk down on brothers like that, because y'all don't understand what real brotherhood is. Y'all don't understand what real brotherhood is. The only thing y'all understand is what? How to tear brothers down and destroy brothers, because y'all not really about brotherhood. All right? How you gonna call yourself an Israelite group and you teaching corrective rape to a woman? You want to destroy a woman, man. You hate women. She already been traumatized and probably molested and all that, and then you want to come along and rape her. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. I feel bad for the women in your group, man. Commander GEN.YAHANNA never teach rape. All right? And so endure but for a time. Afterwards, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. All right? Immediately. When that persecution or something arises, they out of there. They ain't standing strong with brothers, man. They ain't standing strong with brothers, man. Soon as their mama might start saying something about that Thanksgiving dinner and how it always used to be y'all when y'all was growing up. Salakia. All right. Let's get 1 Corinthians 15 in the 15th chapter. Oh Lord, it's a little hot in here. Let me see if I can get this. Ain't gonna worry about it. Yeah, that's all they do. They see much polygamy in here, and they wife say, ain't no much polygamy over here. Gone. When if you cared about the truth and wanted to stay in the truth, you just would have kept your one wife. It's lawful for a man to have more than one wife. So what difference would it if you was really about the truth? What difference would it have made to you if a brother had 1 or 100 wives? You could have just kept your one wife and stayed in the truth, but no. Here's the thing with you. You don't want no wives. You want to live a full-blown alternative lifestyle. That's why y'all be going over to them funny countries and all that old kind of stuff and trying to make Africans Israelites and all that old funny duddy stuff, man. Cause you get over there and you can over there you can be your all out self. Over here is too many eyes on you, but when you get over there, oh man, they gonna bring them to you. Cause they into all that kind of weird old stuff. They gonna bring them to you by the bunch, and you love it. You said good night. They must be a part of the. You got over there, and they start bringing you all that alternative lifestyle. You said they must be one of the 12 tribes. First Corinthians 15, and we're going to pick it up, jump down to 58. Jump down to 58. You have to endure these things, man. That's what the Lord said. He said He's going to bring us through a fire. You got to stand in this thing and go through the fire, man. You leaving to start your own fake Israelite group because what? You want to enjoy what's going on here. It's too hard being in the UPK for you. It's too much. Can't do it. Okay, Salaki, give me 1 second here. Yeah, they can't do it. They don't want to get up and go to camp. They don't want to do stuff like that. They want to go to camp when they want to. They don't want to do it every Saturday. They just want to go when they want to. Salaki. All right, y'all there? Y'all got it? Let's get it. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, it says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast and unmovable," grounded, 10 toes down in this thing, man. 10 toes down in this thing, man. Don't allow somebody to talk you out of being in here, sway you one way to the other. Don't let them throw money at you. Don't let them trick you out of here with a bunch of lies and things of that nature, man. The ISUPK is the home of the truth, man. And if it's another brother, which I highly doubt, I think all that foolishness done got up out of here personally. But I'm just saying, if it is somebody saying, which again, I do not think so. Because I'm around brothers. I'm at the Passovers. I'm at the cookouts. And I see nothing, and it's never been, for my entire time I've been in this truth, it's been nothing but brotherhood. all the way across the board. All the way across the board. All right. So some brother whispering to another brother, trying to get him out of the school or turn against what's being taught in the school or anything like that, that should automatically let a brother know what? That brother's not in the right spirit. And that brother's only coming in here to try. He only coming in here to create a division. That's why he's in here. He's only in here to create divisions. Okay? So you have to remain steadfast and immovable, man. You have to be rooted in this. It's a process. That's why the rules is in place. You coming through the door, the first thing you doing is you shedding yourself of the world. That's the first thing that's first. You have to get all of that gunk off of you. All right? So you coming in, you learning what? You learning how to be in the truth. You learning how to fight the demons off. But you're shedding yourself of the what? The world. Getting everything that you used to do up off of you. Listening to everything that you used to listen to up off of you. Talking and being around certain people in the world, you're getting them away from you. So you moving, once you start moving different, once you start thinking differently, then what? You start moving differently. Like, sometimes I would be like, dang, why that brother, this, that, early in my years, early in my time, Salaki, in the truth. But guess what? As time went on, guess what I learned? I learned exactly why the brother done what he was doing. I didn't understand because what? I didn't know shit. But what did I do? I put my trust in the Most High and said, okay, I'm with it. Whatever it is, I'm with it. Let's get it. And guess what else? I understood that I didn't know nothing coming in here. I thought I knew something, and in about 20 minutes, I realized I didn't know nothing. Took about 20 minutes for me to realize I didn't know jack. Shut my mouth and take the damn trash out. And clean the toilets. Took me about 20 minutes to learn that. All right? Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Always doing this work, man. This is just not a work you do on a day on while you in class. Like this ain't Christianity. This ain't that. Brothers out there need brothers all the time. Every single day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It's a brother out there that need one of us. Whether it's to give them the truth, whether it's to feed them, whether it's to clothe them, whether it's to help them get in the shop, it's always a brother that needs it. This is a while we're here inside of this captivity that we in, this is an endless work. This is an endless work, man. And all of us should look at it's no, you don't get a day off from this, man. Christians, they just get to go to go to church on Sunday, and when Sunday church is over, they right back to their regular life doing whatever it is they was doing. It's a constant work in here. It's a constant battle in here. It's a constant battle with yourself in here. It's a constant battle with the people in the world. It's a constant battle trying to grow. Because as you're trying to grow, you got something trying to stunt your growth or stop your growth. It is a constant, it's a never-ending battle in here, man. Therefore, my beloved brother, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Always abounding in the work of the Lord, man. If it's a day I wake up and I say, man, camp, just because I'm tired from the next day, like, man, let me get my butt up and go. The second anything like that, I say, let me get up right now so I can go get ready for camp. I got something paining me or something like, I gets up. You have to be like that, because guess what Satan will do? Satan will attack you and try to always have some obstacle in your way. Oh, you tired today, man. You just don't feel like it. You had 2 hours of sleep. You only had 2 hours of sleep, man. You tired today. No, get up. The second them thoughts hit you, get up. You ain't been asleep. You ain't been asleep. You gonna go to camp and you ain't been asleep. You just worked 12 hours yesterday and you ain't been asleep. Get up. Got to get up and go. Constantly do the work of the Lord. For me, anytime stuff hit like that, the first thing I think is I'm not about to let Satan win. I'm not about to let Satan win. I'm not doing it. I won't let him beat me. Okay? For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And that's the beauty of it all, man. The Lord see you fighting through these things, man. And as he see you fighting through certain things, guess what the Lord do for you? The Lord strengthens you. He strengthens you to fight these battles. But if you just gonna be weak about it and roll over and lay down, what use are you to the Lord? He can't strengthen you from there. You don't want to be strengthened. You don't want to be strengthened. So what can the Lord do with that? Just gotta let you go be weak like you want to be. He's just gonna let you be weak like you want to be anyway. And here we don't do that, man. In here, we won't allow anything like that. From here, let's get Galatians, the 6th chapter. Let's get Galatians, the 6th chapter. Give me 1 second here. Yep, Galatians, the 6th chapter. The Lord is not would never let us labor in vain. Don't ever think that. Our work go unnoticed. Say you gotta put on, it's like I'm paraphrasing, you gotta put on that full armor. You gotta put on that full armor. You can't let your lust distract you from doing the work of the Lord. There's nothing more important than doing this work. Okay? There's nothing more important. Shalaki, give me 1 second. I do gotta check to make sure we don't have any questions. Let me just make sure we don't get any questions. Give me 1 second. So never think that doing this work is going in vain. And for me, really, and just if we being honest, for myself personally, my reward is seeing brothers and sisters wake up. That's me. Seeing brothers and sisters wake up, man, it is nothing better than that to me. Seeing brothers and sisters wake up in this truth, man. That's rewarded enough to me. Because that's what it's going to take. Because that's what it's actually going to take to overcome. That's why, again, that's why I say one body. That's why this thing is one body. One second here, y'all. Yeah, that's why this thing is one body. And it should be one body. It should be everybody on one accord. And that's how we should be rocking and rolling, man. It's like it. I don't know what I'm doing Okay, got it all checked out. So where we at? Galatians in the 6th chapter. Jump down to 9. Jump down to 9, man. Jump down to 9. Don't get weary. Don't be weak. Don't leave the truth and go start your own Israelite group somewhere. There's some Israelite group out there looking just like us. Why would they go do that? Why not just come into the school? You're going to take our whole style, our whole everything, and start your own group instead of just coming into the school. I just somebody who don't watch. That's somebody who don't watch way too many of our videos. And they decided to go start their own Israelite group rather than join the truth. Because you're just an imitation. What you're doing is not real. And I don't understand. Personally, I don't understand why someone would do something like that. Still our whole style though. It's still our whole style and go start some fake Israelite group. All right? That's what they would do, man. Let's get it. Let's start at 8, man. Galatians, chapter 6, we're going to start at 8. It says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption." Meaning what? It said that he that soweth to his flesh. I'm gonna put it simple. Make it real simple and plain. You're doing things that please your flesh. That's what you're doing when you sow into your flesh. Planting seeds for your flesh. Everything, your thought is about your fleshly gain. Okay? What woman you gonna lay with next? Where you gonna? Who got the best weed? All right. We gonna get some what is it? Vicodin? What do they got now? Oxy pills or Percocets? Percocets. Where you gonna get you some Percocets from? I don't know. Do people still pop Percocets? I don't know. Somebody let me know. I ain't sure. You're lean. You want drugs and you want to get high. You're sowing that to your flesh, man. That's all you think about. Some cigarettes. You don't want to have a couple of drinks. You have to get drunk. Falling all over the goddamn place. You think that's having a good time. You're getting on everybody's goddamn nerves around you. Everybody nerves around you getting on. Having sex with some sister and throwing her away, man. You can't see past just because she got a nice tail on her. You got to have that right then and there and tear into that thing. But you don't want to keep her. You want to throw her away afterwards, man. Yeah, you don't want to keep her. You want to throw her away afterwards. All right. Let's get it slacking. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. How do you sow into the Spirit? How do you do that, man? Here's one way. Tell you what, this is the best way I can put this to sow into the Spirit. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Like, that's the answer. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is like the answer to everything. Okay? That's like the answer to everything. If you have a question about anything, all you have to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And that'll cover it. And that'll cover it. It's not no big mystery or anything like that. Of course, we are priests. We preach to the Lord. So, of course, we have to understand breakdowns and how to teach brothers and things of that nature. But when you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that is what builds your spirit up, man. Because what is the one thing that's going to conquer and destroy our enemies? Our brotherhood. Our brotherhood, man. So that's why in here we love the poorest man the same way we love the richest man. They're no different in here. You go to other fake Israelite groups, man, it's gonna be, they won't even let the poor in there. They won't even let poor people in there. You can't be poor and be in there. Hell no. They only let, you have to be in their school to even come to their Passover. So they even control who comes to their Passover and who don't. When the Lord said, what did the Lord say? The Lord said all of Israel is required to be at the Passover. Not in fake Israelite groups. You can't come to their Passover. And here you can come to this Passover. All of Israel is welcome to come to the Passover in here, man. We ain't turning you down from the pack. You gonna turn a brother down from the Passover? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. A commandment of the Most High for every Israelite to celebrate Passover. An Israelite come to you saying, let me come to celebrate Passover with you, and you say no, because you're not in our group. I thought it was for Israel. Not in fake Israelite groups, man. It's not for Israel. It's just for them. They don't want the poor coming in to celebrate Passover with them. It's not what they want, man. They want to keep the niggas out. And who the hell? It's not even, they're not even celebrating Passover for real. I ain't the Lord's Passover. Some made up junk they got. Probably some alternative lifestyle fest they be having. Because the damn show ain't the Lord's Passover. In the UPK, we have the Lord's Passover. You know what these other groups is doing? Letting Africans come in, letting your oppressor come in. You gonna let a Hamite come to your Passover, your dinner, but you won't let a brother come in? You are disgusting and foul. And the Lord is going to deal with you. The Lord gonna do it. The Lord is going to do it. You see it happening now. You looking at it happening right before your very eyes. Okay? Verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing. Don't get tired of this work, man. Don't get tired. Don't always some people may get exhausted in this work sometimes. Because it can be, sometimes the work, but you have to push on. You have to. And guess what? As you push on, again, like I said earlier, the Lord is going to strengthen you. But you have to want it. On your tired day, on your sick day, on your whatever you're going through day, you have to push on through it. You have to push through it, man. Why? Why are you pushing through it? What is this all about, man? It ain't for me personally. It ain't for the next person personally. You pushing on for the Lord, man. This is the work of the Lord that we're doing. This ain't the work of this person or that person. If we don't do the work of the Lord, some fake camp is going to try to push alternative lifestyle on every single brother and sister. They're going to try to do it. Some fake camp is going to try to join us to the oppressor. Some fake camp is going to try to let Africans in, and Africans are going to murder our people. We have to push on so things like that does not happen. We have to endure so things like that don't happen. Perseverance. We have to love brothers and sisters that much that we keep pushing forward, man. We have to care that much. And we have to always keep in mind and understand this, man. We just giving up a little bit of time, effort, and energy to push this truth. Christ gave up his life, man. Christ gave up his life. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that our King made the ultimate sacrifice, man. So that little thing that you going through, or however it is that you feeling, push through that, man. You got an issue with a brother, go talk to him and be alone, man. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Don't be weary. All right? And let us not be weary in well-doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. In due season, man. When our time come, when our rulership come, man. Don't you want to rule something and be over something? Don't you want to see our enemies suffer for what they've done to us? In due season. In due season, man. You want to see all the people who oppressed us, murdered, raped, and robbed us? Don't you want to see what justice is like? For once? I know I do. I want to see what justice look like for once. I've never seen justice once inside of this country. I want to see what it really looks like. I want to feel that feeling that every other nation around me get to feel. What is that like? We don't feel that in here. But if we don't be weary, if we keep doing the work of the Lord till Christ come back, we gonna see what that's like. We're going to see exactly what that's like. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what that's like, man. I can't wait to have that feeling. I remember a while back. Remember when I think they called it was either Saddam Hussein or Bin Laden. It was one of them. I couldn't remember. And I remember seeing brothers and sisters dancing in the street. They were dancing in the street. They was climbing light poles. They were ecstatic that one of them had got captured or killed or something of that nature. And of course, I wasn't even in the truth at that time. And I'm looking and I'm like, well, why the hell are they so happy? And of course, I didn't know anything about the truth. Never had heard about the truth or anything at that time. But still, I was just looking like, God, like, what the hell is they so happy about? Because I knew, even with that, it still didn't change our life. Because, of course, I was like every brother, or any brother with eyes. You can see something is wrong. You can see that it's a difference between how we treat it and how everybody else is treated. And the things that happen to us versus the things that happen to other nations. You can see it's all different. You know it's something wrong and you can't quite put your finger on it. but you know it's there. Okay? And that's how you be when you're not in the truth. That's how I was when I wasn't in the truth and I did not know about the truth. That's why when I found the truth, I gravitated to it with ease. I ain't need a ton of proof. I just needed somebody to break Deuteronomy down to me. When that happened, I was hooked. It was over. It was over. Because that explained so much to me. It was like for the first time, it was the first time I was actually hearing and everything started to click and made sense. Because of course, like we all get taught, Salaki for sidebar, but I'm just sidebar for 1 second. Because of course, like we all get taught, everybody is equal, everybody is the same, blah, blah, blah this. But of course, when you live your everyday life, you know that's not true. You know it's not true. So when I heard Deuteronomy, it was over for me. Salaki. Verse 10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men. Unto all men, man. Don't be weary in the truth and treat everybody like a brother. Don't look at the poor of Israel, man, as disgusting bums and as low-life niggas and all that old kind of crap. You puffing, you a puffed up idiot. Don't you know Christ went to the poor? Who needs you more than the poor? The poor is the people that actually need you. That's why in here, that's why we do food drives and clothing drives. We go out there to the people who need help. These brothers and these sisters are out there suffering, man. These brothers and these sisters, they out there suffering, man. And you just assume step on them and step over them. Nothing but a bunch of no good bum niggas to you. Christ died for them, man. How dare you treat them like that? Christ died for them. You don't have any sense of compassion for your people? That's fake Israelite groups, man. If you're a brother, don't grow weary. Don't be like a fake Israelite group, man. You do good unto all men, man. Don't be a respecter of persons. And don't forget, the poor is the people that need you the most. He's poor. He's without anything. He's hungry. He needs shoes. He needs clothes. Sleeping under a goddamn bridge with a tent. He needs you. You need to feel that brotherhood that we talk about, man. Okay? He needs that, man. Especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Not just of your household, but it say the household of what? The household of faith. The household of faith, man. meaning the body, that one body. This one body that we have. Meaning this one school, how we treat each other. And let it radiate to how we treat brothers in the world. Like as I'm sitting up here and I'm saying, brotherhood, man, we love each other in this school. We this and we that, and we stand on what we're doing. Our love and our brotherhood is so tightly bounded. We care about each other. We have compassion for one another, man. We don't leave one another and abandon each other. I have to take that same attitude out there. I have to especially have it in here, but I also have to have it out there. Because if I don't have it out there, then really what am I doing? It would seem like to me that it would just be an act if I only had it in here. That means I'm only doing it just so and so and such can see me. And then I walk out there and then I see a brother sleeping on the sidewalk and I kick him down the road or some nonsense like that. I kick him down the road instead of going in my pocket and giving him a couple dollars. Nah, man. You do it especially in here, but don't forget about your brothers out there, man. Because your brothers out there, they the ones who need you the most, and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize that they're the ones who need you the most. Some of them look at you like you done lost your other loving mind. But they need you the most. Like, I'm in the truth. I have the truth, right? Let's just say, whatever. I just decided I just didn't want to go to camp no more, and I didn't want to teach class. I just wanted to come in here and sit in class and go home. That's not me. Or I didn't even want to come to class no more. I just want to watch a class at home on YouTube. Not anything for preventing me. I don't want to do none of this stuff no more. It's like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything at all. Not me, man. I have to do something. I have to do something to help push this truth. I have to. I don't feel right, but let's say it's been a time where circumstances have prevented me to do certain stuff. So my brothers went out and did something. I feel like, damn, it bothers me. Even though the circumstances is out of my hands or something, it still bothers me. It still gets to me that I wasn't there. Because I always want to be there, and you can't always be there. Once in a while, things just happen. And I think all of us run into that sometimes, every once in a while. But it always for a brother like myself, it always bothers me. Yeah, it always bothers me, man. I never liked it. Okay. Give me 1 second here. It says, I'm going to read that one more time. And it says, this is Galatians 6 and 10. And it says, as we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, man. That is the reason why I wanted to read that again is because that's such a heavy thing, because fake Israelite groups don't understand that, man. They treat the poor of our people like they are nothing, man. And they do it because they don't have any sense of brotherhood, man. They don't have any sense of brotherhood. No brotherhood whatsoever, man. No brotherhood whatsoever. So like I do got to check right quick and make sure I don't have any questions. Yeah, they don't have no sense of brotherhood whatsoever, man. And they don't care. They don't care because they hate brothers in the first place. Yeah, they don't care because they hate brothers in the first place. So it don't matter to them. They don't give one dang gone. Salakia. 1 second here. Check this, make sure I don't got no questions. None. Let's do this one. Alright, no questions here. Give me 1 second here. Rocking it out with a brother. Salaki, give me 1 second here. Yep, you gotta give about 3 minutes.
3 minutes? You want me to sit right here?
Yep.
I will.
All right, Israel. And with that, Salaki, and with that, I'm going to close out the class. The water for everybody rocking out class with me. And shalom, and I will see y'all next week.